Hey now, Foo Fighter here, continuing on with the theme of personal transformation in the internet. And just wanted to reiterate that I'm not talking about somebody sitting down at the computer and surfing the weather and the news and stuff. Um, I'm talking about listening to in-depth philosophical or esoteric stuff for hours at a time while your mind is otherwise occupied. In my case, I was at a desk doing technical work, but this is going to sound funny. There's not a lot of thinking sometimes with the work I was doing. I would think to organize and get a structure and a framework, and then I would just plug and paste and write stuff. It didn't need a lot of brain power to execute finishing the product. So I know that sounds funny, but I was in kind of like a mental state, and I would absorb this stuff. And where I'm going with this is that I would have dreams and synchronicities and things like that from the internet. And I think the internet kind of acts like, in the old days, symbols and rituals and things like that would for mystery schools and shamans and that sort of thing. I think I just happen to, put this stuff together sometimes. So, Bob Dobbs, I think I first heard him say the internet was like an acid trip years ago. I didn't really believe him until, recently, or a couple, maybe a year or two ago at the most. But I think it kind of is. If the internet is an extension of our nervous system and we extend outward, it it seems like it and its content and the impact of the internet kind of extends inward too into your dreams and your daytime job. This guy, just one example, this guy Chris Knowles has a good blog, great blog called The Secret Sun, and I remember reading a lot. He wrote a bunch about Horus, the hawk-headed god, and he kind of weaves text and video and stuff together, and links. And I believe I started reading that. It took me a while to read because I hate reading. Uh, when I get a break from work, I think I also listen to some YouTubes and stuff, maybe Acharya S. And I was just kind of contemplating this. So it's kind of like a magical sigil or something. And I know these sound goofy, but the next morning I'm walking into work and there's a path with some deep grass and stuff next to the sidewalk. It's kind of a hike from your car to into work, and this fucking hawk just took off about 6 feet away from me. It probably had landed and killed a mouse and was in the grass, and you know. It is what it is. It's not a life changing thing, but there's a lot of stuff like that, and I don't want to go into it because it just sounds petty when you say it. But at the time, it's impactful. It's like, holy shit! I just spent like half the day yesterday and last night reading all about Horus, the hawk-headed god, and the first and only time ever I see a hawk, 6 feet away from me on the ground. You didn't see it in the grass, but when I got close to it, it leaped up and it was huge, and it was stunning. What does that mean? I have no idea. I'm just saying that the internet kind of spurred this kind of stuff, and that was going on, and in dreams, and interactions with people, and it's not like I keep a journal and write all this stuff down. But that's why over the past couple of years I started feeling this trippiness, and I don't know if anybody else had said it, but there's a phrase that goes, if you look into the void looks back. People that study weird phenomenon like the Men in Black and UFOs and abductions, they say, hey, the more you focus on this, the more you look into it, it starts looking back. Adam Go Rightly and other people have commented on that, or maybe it was Nick Redfern. I don't know. But so I coined the term: when you look into the internet looks back, and I kind of feel that's something real. So if you want to post your thoughts, let me know, because I'm just kind of rambling here, and that's the end of the transmission. Thank you.